It's Week NFL, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Bucs and the Texans, and it's coming at EA.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got foot in our stadium in here. So we are all set to go. It'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone, with Charles David and God. Look at this Texan ball cornering play here. They'll timeout, so they'll need to make a here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try to ride that home crowd of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, well, really well. Winners of 5 of their last 7, losers last time out. And we are underway from NBC Stadium in Houston. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been, on down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here are the Buccaneers ready to go on offense with a new man at the helm here for 2020 in his 6th season now in the NFL, Baker Mayfield.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he keep going to the pace he's at, it's going to be a dangerous team come January. And he could very well walk away with the MVP.
Find some open field here. Across midfield. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rushing touchdown on the year. But they said an explosive run about that one to start the game.
The answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop and run. Who you're playing. You don't want to get over. You don't want to get run past. And they have secondary, and he just went step past him and is still.
McLaughlin point. And that one gives the Bucs just one nice one for the down. Back at Athens now with a quarterback, the second overall Ohio State strap.
And the tendency to each things right over there, and you know them. I can get this back. Run these going.
Out to the air on 1st and 10. And that is going to be incomplete as he hit too much. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And since this is a good unit of covering passes down, I think that last play is tip city. A lot of short passes. See if they can generate some.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw lead here down before he takes it at the yard line. 16 yards on that one. It's in first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because the zone coverage, the timing is everything. This man to come open, right up a first down.
And he's going to bull his way forward. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Play out. Here's Stroud. That'll be off the mark, too far in front, and it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned attention on that out, and that made it a lot tougher to get him throw his way.
So the incomplete pass, last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Pierce will try. He's good. Yard short. yard pick leads 4th and 1.
He may be a bit under compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Oh, punter Johnston now. He's there. Will go out of bounds inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line, they'll spot it. Offense heading back out, and in comes Rashad. Those are his numbers through first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for 1,000 yards.
Steady as he steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield. Maybe more one-on should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's tone, but an identity.
And that's a discussion we had a couple ago when the team's talking about. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Got it across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one goes hard.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one right there.
Play fake field. It's caught by Evans. And they'll wind up this one all the way down inside the 20. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
Well, as a coach, you love offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. Touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for a nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball. In practice.
So inside the 20, here's 1st and 10, the 18. And they've got it inside the 10. 86 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement game, no doubt.
Those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing backs, find holes, get through. They've got they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, a spin game, and they've been successful doing it.
And here, get it down 7. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. There it is. The defense waking after 3 plays that hurt them. Finally, they stand.
They have a little pride, too, you know. 3 straight first-down type plays. Yeah, they wanted to make one side, didn't they?
On 2nd down, over at the 5. I'll move them a little close. Takes it to the 4-yard line.
Well, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one. It was denied as he tried to.
Mayfield on 3rd and goal. Godwin's got it. Touchdown. There. Amazing diving catch. And the bucket off to a 13-0 first-quarter lead. Another impressive drive. So they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words has really worked its way into our lexicon. Stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, tell to get the ball back, and they've been in this one. Both planted out.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin at the 25. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They dipped to 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense maybe this team at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's malaprop if you come to a fork in the road? Take this group around fast. They've got to win some ball games, and the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and the guys are being left behind.
First down route. That incomplete. Ohio State man, the intended receiver. Second down. But you look at this defense. The best in the NFL in stopping the run.
I remember years ago spending time with a top defense coordinator. The number one thing you have to do is hang your hat on something. Create your identity. This unit is stingy against the run.
On down. Field across the 45. 20 yards on the pin of first. They went with nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there to help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look, 5 Bs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off guy. So you're taking a big off for a little, and off effectively against that defense.
Out his man. That'll go for a gain of 7. That'll make it second down. Charles, take nothing away from this young man, because I know people think he's got a bright future in this league, but I have to figure the coordinator love the thought of squaring off against a rookie quarterback.
They have guys they can put together a game plan with. It's going to confuse, discuss a lot of cover, make this kid.
Blake coming, and he goes. Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to all get on the same page.
This will be complete to Mechie. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. And just 3 yards there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the side. Be out of bounds, and they spotted it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given it up on the other side of the ball. So they can already make this a 3-score game here with this drive.
Yeah, they're almost to their partner, almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers. But you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Now 2nd and 9. Opting to run again here with White. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in the proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. Here's Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense fielding those situations on 3rd down. And
you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they taught us. Get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now. Buck Buccaneer football. They are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. The Bucs sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they've been playing well, really well. I mean, winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, play there, maybe it could have changed this team's forecast. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
To about the 48-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7. Mayfield looks to throw. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Mayfield on play action. And this will be caught downfield by Gage. Unable to corral him. He fights through. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Russell Gage, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great partner using barrage right there. Add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise at leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no sign of going down.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin at the 25. And now out comes Houston. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse it. This is an important possession. But I think possession where they come up with an answer, because only if you ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Nowhere there.
And Stroud now to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
On 3rd down now. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And the ball snapped, that's exactly his thinking. Get us to the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Rashad White and the rest of this Tampa Bay offense going back to work now. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. Play calling's been excellent. Blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and leg hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. 113 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their number one goal every game is stop the run. And right now, not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Second down and 4. Throwing, Mayfield. The caught, and in Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers are able to widen their lead in this first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Houston set to take over. Last time out, they had a fumble that led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
Touch partner for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a tough air by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now.
A rifle one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the and in this case, it paid off well.
The drive starts with a run by one. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give it 19.
I'm not how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, to the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man on the defensive side to start making plays.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They stay on the ground with White. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Try to throw here. And he hauls it for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cade Otton, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs have taken a 5-touchdown lead. McLaughlin now to add the P. And he's been a busy man. 5-5 now, going through to extend the lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And K-Dot touchdown grab. Following the touchdown, here's McGough. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. If this offense, Charles, you think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw an interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and for the hands.
Now a throw here to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29. Gain of 4.
I know it was a gain, but you have to see probably a little bit of disappointment there. When it's up there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially if you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create and be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling to an okay gain.
And this is caught. It's Brown. On the move, past 40. Down the sideline he goes. And finally wrestled down at the 11. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. Once he made plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
The pass finds Mechie in the end zone. Touchdown. John Mechie, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Texans are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn kick it away. And to get this across the 20, not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 23. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Stingley picks it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. It was Stroud here, 1st and 10. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him. Because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. On his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal defense was able to react quickly.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39 line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They have pressure coming, and they got him once again. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Rough couple of weeks for the under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I you do that, I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll it out, bootleg him, do some different things so they can't rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And just 25 seconds to go a half now as they've got it 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 1 now on 1st and 10. They keep it wide again. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means there's 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This 2nd and 4. They go play action. Mayfield. Airing this one out for Evans. That will be incomplete. Tried to dial the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
With a pass to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into half. They're still out there firing haymakers. A chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down, and after that incompletion on 2nd down. Mayfield off the play fake. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for.
And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he ends away. This is brought in at the 21. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on over to for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon. Thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this mid-season contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard. Do get the first crack here. Are back underway in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying they never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Stroud off the play fake. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Stroud. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the first target, first catch, and a first down. Well, still in the third quarter here. That deficit probably a little too much to overcome. But completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about any strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new end. Make sure it's a good one.
Pierce has it knocked loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. Doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's Stroud. This will be caught by Brown. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. They'll send Brown in motion right. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. Both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up. It gets tough in here.
Got a man, it's Brown. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
It's taking a offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. They'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain to make it 2nd and 9.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Stroud out of the gun here. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they certainly are, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's incredibly tough for them against, let alone put points up on the board.
Ready, go. Throwing now is Stroud. On it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so mentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
I'm kind of surprised by that. The field goal, I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Fairbairn, field goal, he'll send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. Their first reps of the second half. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add something more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's buying it, that's ching it.
Hurry! What's up?
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. When they come out, take a look at him, we will step aside. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have been digging in our second half blowout material. They go with on the. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Nice effort from Jalen Petrie getting to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, defensively, 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially give them 7 markers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they attack through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They run straight ahead here with White. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35 line. 215 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Now here's a on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Second and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Mayfield down. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line. Well, those pickups on the sideline will be eagerly anticipating the 4th quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, it's certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will we be able to resist the...
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Russ Gage, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bucs just continue to roll. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
McLaughlin for the extra point. Larger here in the 3rd quarter. That drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Heading out is Texans offense as they get that to take over here. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating traffic in order to get over to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to actually think we're here.
Yeah, you're right about that. It has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, in this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
This is Tanner. And the Bucs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head, eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always up until they stop me from. I'm going to continue. And that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Give him 30 yards there.
Everything's been going right here. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come in. Throw, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's second in. Give up. This is White. Got a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 230 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon. He just continues to pummel this defense. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running out of the game, White. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice hit.
Action now. Here's Mayfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
You gotta be smarter than that, man. Come on. Let's go, man.
And they get Tristan Wirfs, first-round pick in 2020.
Still second down.
Now Mayfield. He'll find his tight end, Payne Durham.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call success.
Third and short yardage, Mayfield. Knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. This is a blowout so far. Get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here from the left hash. It's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up. You and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out their way. And a nice return sets him up good here right at the 30-yard line. Houston's offense taking over again. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here. Things not good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Trying to shake off the interception from the drive. He'll look to throw. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. That is pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, already now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
The knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All they're going to take is, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they throw the picks. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he hit the 23. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. Well, I think that the folks here at Hope, maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the side in this. Stroud's throw completed to Mechie. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple. Stroud. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the ball. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it,
You see what I
yeah.
did?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's punted away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Offense heading back out, and with them comes Rachaad White. He is north of 200 yards. Any time that you can say you're north of 200 yards, you've done something right.
Yeah, you're going to get some big check marks on your grade sheet, and you're going to be in heavy rotation on all the highlight shows, and you might even make a magazine cover or two.
Hoping for the cherry on top, maybe, as this game goes forward. They start to drive with White. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this year, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close out.
They go right back to White here on first down. Take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Holding offense.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that oftentimes they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down. Mayfield on play action. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still tense.
In past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Look on that. He was big on scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
And the Texans set to come on the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this situation again.
Stroud's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's defense pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that. But they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. Here's Cameron Johnston now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Taking it about the 36. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And they will take over 1st and 10. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. Much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in. Knew they'd be in situations where it'd be every defender in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, I want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they get him behind the line, so that gain on first down quickly negated. It's a 2, now third down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, Mayfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And now out Houston. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles, runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Just 2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter of what a one-sided affair. So it's Texas football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Effort there, try a shot, but it's third down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are giving up anything.
Stroud on third down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to ball from the other.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And taken right at the 35. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and to hit right up following that 2-game losing streak. On the ground. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps, they're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the scrimmage.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. At the 45, gets through, and now an opening. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A big pickup there, 8 yards and a Buccaneer first. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Then with White out of the shotgun. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in the contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a scenario for everyone on that offense. Took advantage of every guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Bucs, they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of the 17, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5, and they'll try to turn things around next week. They have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at ESPN.
It's Week 10 of the NFL, and our focus is on Rachaad White. He did it all for him last week, and absolute yardage was on top of it. It's the Buccaneers and the Titans on EA Sports.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. We hit double digits. Week 10, we've got a store as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer Bowl. Come and play good football of their last 6 games.
And the offense, my goodness, over 50 points in the win last weekend. When you do that, you're not going to lose very many games, maybe not any games.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to put together your team against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
I'll bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And bringing them out is the top pick in the 2018 draft, fiery competitor from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
And by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of this too far, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
First down, here's White. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The numbers for White a week ago, just downright unbelievable. I mean, when you amass that many yards, I don't know what else to say.
Personally, I thought it was a game for the ages for him. Ripped off some long runs in the contest, didn't he?
He did indeed. Some very long runs, and that total is scary. They'll come up now, 2nd and 4 from the 31. Opting to run again with White. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go. What's up?
Here's Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. You talk about this Titan defense. And they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFL Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid, some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's not going to done a second.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd conversions. So they got there. They'll try the right side here with White. And he's for him already. A terrific opening drive on it. It's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive. Establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
At night. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. That is incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Play fake. Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move now. 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Harold Landry make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge for the play he just made.
He hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. His kick is in, and the 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll be 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go in the DNA of the team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out. Phillips, he's not going to bring this out. It will begin the drive at the 25. The Titans ready to take over on offense for the first time, and it is the now 35-year-old Ryan Tannehill in his 12th NFL campaign.
Okay, I thought there was something on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the times he puts in the end zone with a receiver?
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave them last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Joe Tryon. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Competition comes up in so many different ways. This unit, their competition is who's going to get to a quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Now 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Joe Tryon, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks. Their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also to keep every mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Here's Ryan House now. Room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and then 12-yard turn. And the Buccaneer offense went well as they take over. Rashad White and the rest of the 20
veteran runner
left. They also
defensive. You have some weapons that you're supposed to talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make
there. Nothing on that one. No gain. They're still
what he had to do. Make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front three, your front four, front five, whatever blocking allow you to roam and hit it, and that's what he did on that play.
The throw on third away and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with field position is facing fourth down.
Fourth down, so Jake Kamara is out there. Kyle Phillips deep for Tennessee. All the times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there. Get them back. Coming back onto the field, second drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say this team overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately, 4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've picked other weeks where we've wondered just how good is team. They want to be consistent play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've done thus far.
Throwing on first down, but this one wants to be incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. The hard way to fight another down, so throw it away.
Second and 10, Tannehill once more. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. The defense rising to the challenge and setting back on the sack.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead sacks.
Something that we are starting to win time and time again. So long after the sack, tough task for Tannehill Titans. A short taken in by Conquo. Oh boy, Derrick Henry shake it up to that last play. Discomfort down there. Well, now they're going to come out this injury and be back in a moment. On fourth down, Ryan Stiles on to punt. .5 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Offense heading back out, and with them comes Rashad White. A tough challenge. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up over 100.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Compliment with an eye.
It's my English teacher right there.
The Tampa offense ready to get started. And it's only November. That works. He'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they'd be the #1 seed.
And great spot to be in. I love the phrase, if it ended today. I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball, put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Here's a second. Field off the play fake. And here's incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and Mayfield looks to throw. Over the field, got a play. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And they're on 3rd with a gain of 23. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
I like the observation that you have, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with confidence. You're not sure that's where you should go with the football. And that's worked for the defense early. Now he's got his first complete. See if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
Mayfield. And his 3 is incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Second and 10. Working gun, Mayfield. That's caught by Durham. 7 out up to the 3rd and 3.
Not quibble about the game there on second down. That was a positive play. That was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity now.
Pick this up on the ground with White. Takes him off. And he's into zone for a touchdown. Rashad White, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short, especially down here. So they're going to sell out this off the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the, but he takes it into the end.
Chase McGinn for the extra point. Got it. It's 8 for the that time of 6 plays. Rashad White, who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they get away. From the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, your team is going to show every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all. We feel that way. I know it frustrates the coaching staff. And it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. You got to figure out how to get coordinated.
10-0 score, 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Henry. And he'll up to the 30-yard line. Yards up for Tennessee. First down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. Football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about that. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse the field.
The catch made. But not before they reach the 50. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, the beating defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus and how to run the proper route. And,
Henry. 6-yard. That'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've got a nice sustained drive. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Tannehill going to turn and give this. Just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an running game thus far, and after the last run, not much change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going. Really, the offensive line not helping him much. Tannehill on third. He's getting it. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as tackles made at the Bucs 28. 15 yards there. Number 15.
Yeah, these are the type of plays they're going to hit on if they're going to get back in this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third, and they keep the drive going.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And he takes it to the 10-yard line. Another big gainer this time. This one goes 10 yards.
Picking up yardage in bunches. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field, and like that, they're going to be set up.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Go right side, get in by Henry. And he's able to break out a little bit, then quickly down. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
That's a corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job is simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On second. Down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying to get there. This game, so far, he's been denied.
Play coming here. It's go. And they'll let the fullback try and take home. And he will take this one in. Titans touchdown. Gabe Neighbors, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are back within a score. And that's have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
Parts of a lot of old school football fans love when they get this power.
Extra point by Baxley, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. There's the Titans team up and this one away. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys are over 25. Well, Rashad White and the rest of this Tampa Bay offense going back to work now. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs, they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's working well towards 100 here. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start here with a handoff to White. And he is in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped, but what a diagnosis right there. Shot the gap like a rocket and ends up spilling it for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go play action. Mayfield. His throw incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because friend, old momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, what? He's going to trek opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him. Forced that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, they came up with points in the first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up there on their 3rd drive. Defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook. Possession.
Jake Camarda this away. On his first kick neighborhood as well. It's signaled and taken shy of the 30-yard line. So possession over here on the punt, and it's Titan football. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups, scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated at 6 the last time on the field.
Frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute, can step up and assert its will over the other.
And hold on here, because on that last run, and look like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out and take a look and take a short break. Here now, 2nd and 4. Spears with another carry. And a hole quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground and stop them down for a win in the defense's column.
3rd and 2. And then incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice there defender to blanket with receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just lob toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
Ryan Stonehouse now. He's on to punt for Tennessee. He's been a big man here in this first half. Offense knew it. They were already starting back as that one is accepted. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come 10 at their own 10-yard line. yards and a first down. Two minutes remaining in the first half. Our score. We remind you that coming up at half, we'll send you across state to Orlando. And Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on. Busy Sunday in the National Football League. Mayfield on first down. That's knocked away and incomplete.
He thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Complete pass on first, and that leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield. This ball complete to Trey Palmer. And they get him down, not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Now, they did that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight call, tight. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, a little bit just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired in there for the. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw complete to Otten. And he's brought down. A good game again. That's now 31 yards combined in the last 2 plays. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Mayfield with it once more. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line is pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping on the running game. Tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Mayfield down. A throw back foot there. That's going to wind up incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a bit about the because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On third down, Mayfield. And the Titan defense steps and down he goes. Danico Autry. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Jake Camarda now. The Bucs got a timeout. And it right at the 30-second mark. Up. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. He's on here to punt. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. And he's not good at a marker. And that's a turnover on downs. Boy, that's asking a lot of your punt team there. They were not able to deliver.
Asking an awful lot of the punt team there because 5th and 4, 4th and 3, you've got a chance, right? That's a manageable distance to try and pick up when you're running a fake. But when that number's actually been in the weight room and it's bumped up like it was, that's difficult to do. And think to yourself, if I left my offense on the field, able to pick that up, you could run a nice play and not get that distance.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Tannehill. is complete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something. In this case, the pressure was tense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
A shot down a hill. They will tie him down before he gets the first. Now Tennessee use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Hill. Oh, taking by Okonkwo. And just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the, here's the field unit onto the field. This officially a 55. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back, it's no good. And instead of, they'll remain down 3. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out past the halfway point of this, now past the halfway of this game. We're back to the action, set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are quarter number 3. Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. A good tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume sports. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at 5. The tight set to go here to begin the third quarter. Charles, to see what an offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing on the ground either. So certainly something has to change in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, have been playing pretty well. They've kept them in this game. They got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending pass here. They've got a re-energized ground game. Things half.
Give him a couple of the carry. 2nd and 8.
That's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who we often talk about whether they take a good first step or not? Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your body going, and then once you made the read, able to make
off this line. And that is intercepted. Or what? No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, so that's just going to be an incompletion. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves staring up here at a 10-8. Tannehill. Oh, this will be complete. Rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great defense is.
And that's exactly what a defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you, execute offense.
For 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away. This is brought in. It'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They were able to defeat Houston last week. They need as well as they try to make it 2 victories in a row. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. The drive starts with a run. Up past the 2nd down coming up.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded MVU, most valuable unit, right? It might go to them in this game.
I like that. And well done.
My turn.
Out. And his throw is going to be complete.
Seeing these teams make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So the failure to connect on that leaves him staring up here, a 3rd and 8.
My turn.
Mayfield to throw it.